If you're a job-based trade business, I've recorded this video to give you guys a bit of hope and a bit of perspective as to what is actually possible and achievable when it comes to marketing for your business. And the reason for that is quite simple. Every single week we hear these stories from new clients that come on board that have jumped from agency to agency, and they've never really got the results they wanted from campaigns like Google Ads and those kind of things. Now, what I'm going to show you today is the results side of a system which we run with our clients, which does deliver great results. Essentially, it's about helping you understand there's a method to the madness and there is a system involved in order to get these kind of results. Now, full disclosure, if you guys are not necessarily in the job-based vertical, so your plumbers, your sparkies, your landscape gardeners, that kind of thing, there's a video in the description here for clients that we work with on the project-based side of the trade scope. So we're talking, roofing clients, home renovations, like solar installations and those kind of things. Go and check that video out because there is an equally as good system that we deploy for that vertical as well, which might speak a little bit more to what you're looking for. However, today I'm going to run through a couple of examples of some residential plumbing clients that we've been working with from the previous month. These are just results we pulled from last month. So I'm just trying to keep this as current and as transparent as I can. So we're the first week of December right now in recording this, and I'm just going to run you through some of these examples. Now, the first one here is a residential plumbing business. It's based out in Brisbane, so capital city in Australia, pretty competitive space. And his constraint when he came to us was exactly that. And there's a testimonial actually, which we'll link to. I might even stitch into this video at the end so you can don't have to go anywhere and you can watch it, but essentially alluding to that dynamic where, he'd been from one client, one agency to the next, and he never really got the results. And when we were able to deploy our system into this business, the results were very, very strong. So for this client, we are running Google Ads, and we typically do run Google Ads for reactive services because conceptually the thought process behind that is, and what we've learned from data over the years is that people will typically go to Google when they've got a blocked drain or if their hot water heater blows up rather than go to places like Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing. So in the previous month, he's had 180 leads, 180.92 leads. Cost per lead is $75, which is actually pretty good for residential plumbing in a capital city. A landing page conversion is 33%, which is very strong. And so when he came to us, his original target, keeping in mind he was a one-man band at the time, so getting started, the original target was 60 grand a month. The recent month he's done 83 grand, and we've as part of his roadmap target we've strategized for, and we're sort of laying the foundations to get him to 120. There's a few variables that come into play with that, as you can imagine, with things like team and fulfillment, so on and so forth. But the point is, I suppose, these are very strong numbers and trending in the right direction. The next customer is a residential plumbing business in Perth, again another capital city in Australia. Google ad campaign again. 99 new leads that came in, or close to 100. A cost per lead of only $47, which is very, very cheap. Landing page conversion, very strong. And the original target was 50K. The current revenue is 70. And we're going to be shooting towards 100 for that customer. So again, I suppose the important things to mention here, first and foremost, and everything starts with our strategy. So the impact roadmap session, which is where we really design, first of all, the goals and then the stepping stones towards getting to them, which has a lot of moving parts in it. Some of it involves technology, some team, system deployment, sales training, all these kind of different variables which can improve conversions along the way. Everything starts with that. But then, as you can see, the conversion's very strong. So, these guys are doing very well with this. And again, there's method to the madness. You definitely need to spend the money to make the money with this kind of model. But as the business sort of matures, these numbers become better and better. Positive trending, we're in the right direction. And of course, the key thing here is tracking that. So making sure that we are trending towards the targets that we're hitting, and actively and proactively, I should say, making sure that we are hitting the milestones in order to get us to those bigger targets. So again, I just bring you this short video to help you bring a bit of belief into what I often hear as people are being a little bit, I suppose, feeling a bit useless and a bit hopeless with the fact that they can't get these similar results. A lot of the feedback we hear is, we tried this and it doesn't work in our area. Well, we've had that conversation dozens of times and it does work. So there is hope. So anyway, head across to tradiewebguys.com.au, hook yourself in for a discovery session, an impact roadmap session. It's the first step to making sure that we are all working in the right direction. And I can tell you these results are absolutely achievable for you, provided you follow the system. So I look forward to chatting to you soon. Ciao.